My dad sold my apartment and said, I sold the apartment to your sister. She needs it more. I was furious. But then the finance company called and said, you are still the legal owner. No one has the right to sell it. I decided to teach my dad and sister a lesson. 3 months ago, I came home from work to find my sister Victoria inside my apartment, living there. How did you get in? She looked at me like I was the intruder. This is my place now. Dad transferred ownership. I called my father 10 times. No answer. Finally, a text. I sold the apartment to your sister. She needs it more. I stared at the screen, as if it was his property, as if I hadn't paid every mortgage payment for 2 years. This wasn't new. When I was 7, my mom bought me a Barbie I'd wanted for months. My father snatched it away and gave it to Victoria. She's older. At 10, he gave my scooter away. She needs it more. At 16, I worked all summer for a bike. Less than a week later, Victoria was riding it. When I objected, he called me selfish. Now, at 28, he'd taken my apartment. I drove to his house. He sat in his armchair, tea in hand, reading the newspaper. No guilt. You can't do this, I shouted. That apartment belongs to me. He set down his teacup. My name is on the papers. I had the right. I paid for every cent, month after month. He shrugged. My name was on the documents. My mother stepped forward. No more silence. You only signed to help her buy it. She paid everything. You never contributed a single dollar. You've mistreated her for years, always favoring Victoria. If you don't return this apartment, I will divorce you and disown Victoria. Silence filled the room. My father grabbed his keys and walked out. The next morning, my phone rang. Finance company. We received a transfer request for your apartment. There are irregularities. Can you come to our office tomorrow? I'll be there. At the office, the director slid a folder forward. The transfer cannot proceed. This apartment has an outstanding loan. You're the payer, not your father. Hope sparked. So it's still mine? Exactly. He had no right to sell it. Then another file. We discovered something unusual. Inside, a $20,000 loan under my name. My father as co-signer. My apartment as collateral. I never signed this. He pushed the signature page forward. Forged. He forged your signature. My mother gasped. I called my attorney Nathan. A legal notice was delivered to my father the next day. Your unauthorized use of my identity constitutes fraud. Vacate the apartment within 7 days, or I will file criminal complaints. I drove to my apartment and knocked. Victoria answered, arms crossed. You have 2 choices, I said calmly. Leave now or watch the police arrive. She scoffed. You wouldn't dare. I pulled out the legal notice. Read attorney seal, legal language. Her confidence cracked. 3 days, then my lawyer and the police handle it. 2 days later, angry texts flooded in from relatives. Victoria had posted on Facebook, twisting everything. She painted me as the heartless traitor. I asked my mother to arrange a family meeting. Everyone showed up. Uncles, aunts, cousins. They came to condemn me. Then I walked in with Nathan carrying documents. Time to talk about the truth. Nathan opened the folder. According to the mortgage agreement, Zendaya is the sole payer. Richard had no legal right to sell this apartment. Murmurs swept the room. He placed another document down. This proves Richard used Zendaya's identity to secure a $20,000 loan without consent. That's identity fraud. Silence. My aunt asked uncertainly, is this true, Richard? My mother stepped forward. Everything Zendaya said is the truth. The room erupted. The same relatives who'd attacked me were now turning against my father and Victoria. I placed documents on the table. I don't need apologies. I need my apartment back and the loan paid in full. You have 3 days. My father clenched his fists. Victoria bit her lip. Neither spoke. 2 days later, the finance company called. The $20,000 loan has been paid off. The apartment is officially restored to you. Victoria texted, I posted the correction. Come get the keys. I drove to the apartment. Victoria handed me the keys without a word. 3 days later, my father called. His voice was exhausted. Are you satisfied now? This wasn't about satisfaction, I said. It was about justice. Never think you can take anything from me without consequences. I hung up. We never spoke again. My mother filed for divorce shortly after and moved in with me. I fought for what was rightfully mine.